Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. How are you guys on today? Guess what time it is? It is story time with Miss Doris. I have an awesome book for us on today. I am so excited. I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds to come on, tune in to story time. We are going to have an awesome time on today. Today is Tuesday, July 13th. Today is Tuesday, July 13th. I'm so excited. I'll give you guys a couple of more seconds. Then guess what? We're going to go ahead on and get started. Well, guess what? Let's go ahead on and get started. I would like to greet everyone all over the world. I would like to say hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some, good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for story time with Miss Doris. I have an awesome book for us on today. Well, before we get started, before I tell you that book, do you guys remember what yesterday's color was? I'll give you a couple of seconds so you can remember. What was yesterday's color? Yesterday's color. 2 seconds. 1, 2. Yesterday's color was the color red. Yesterday's color was the color red. This is a red circle. Today's story we are going to be reading is the red. It's in this story, Minnie Red Riding Hood. Minnie Red Riding Hood is the book we are going to be reading on today. And yesterday's color was the color red. Guess who our Muppet guest friend is on today? Miss Minnie is our Muppet guest friend on today, along with the color red. Miss Minnie, and our today's book is Minnie Red Riding Hood. Wow, what a combination. I'm so excited. I would like to give shout outs to you out there in Storytime Land. Hello guys, and welcome to you all over the world. Hello Ari. Hello Ari. Hello Goddess. How are you guys on today? Hello Miss Dinesha. I had an awesome time fellowshipping with you young ladies on yesterday, and the food was delicious. Thank you. I appreciate you on today. Hello to POCC family. Hello, Pastor Elect Lady, Washington, BJ, Brother Ruben, Lakeisha. Oh my goodness, guys. If you're celebrating a birthday on this month or this week, happy birthday to you. Special shout out, happy birthday to my sister, Lakeisha. Happy birthday, Lakeisha. Tomorrow it's your birthday. Tomorrow is your day to shine. I can't wait to celebrate with you on tomorrow evening. Happy birthday to you on today, Lakeisha. To all of you guys that are celebrating a birthday on today, happy birthday to you. I hope your day is as awesome as mine. And let's see. Hello, Aria. Hello, Harmony. Hello, TM. Shout outs to you, TM. On today, we are thinking of you. Hello to you, TM. Hello, J-Rock, J-Marie, Skylar. Hello, Champagne, Alexei, Martell, Janelle. Hello, Dominique. Hello, Dominique. How are you on today? How are you on today? Let's see. Hello, Royce. Hello, Nisha. Hello, So. Hello, Miss Ebony. Well, guess what? We're just going to go ahead on and get ready to do that story time song. Remember, guys, when we're doing that story time song, make sure you are practicing. Hello, Shakana. Hello, Shaquavia. Make sure you are practicing safety first when we are doing that story time song. Hello, So. How are you on today? Hello, Miss Ebony. There goes that song. I love that song. Story time. Story time with Miss. It's story time. Story time with Miss. It's story time. Story time. I want to hear you guys singing really loud. Sing to you. tell you all just what to do. I love that Storytime song. Make sure you are practicing safety first when you're moving to that song. I don't want you guys getting hurt. It's story time. Story time with Miss Doris. I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's story time, and I have an awesome book for us on today. Tell you all just what to do. Wow, you guys were awesome. I heard you singing so loud. Do you guys remember what yesterday's color was? I'll give you a couple of seconds. Can you remember what yesterday's color was? I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. Yesterday's color was the color red. Yesterday's color was the color red. So red goes along with the book in which we're going to be reading on today. Today's book we're going to be reading is Minnie Red Riding Hood. Minnie Red Riding Hood. Hello, Shakana. Minnie Red Riding Hood. And guess who our Muppet guest partner is on today? Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie is our guest Muppet on today with Storytime with Miss Doris. Storytime with Miss Doris. The color red. And our book reading is Minnie Red Riding Hood. Minnie Red Riding Hood. Well, guess what? Guys, go ahead on and have a seat and enjoy your lunch while Miss Doris read you a story on today. Yes, it was a red card in which I was holding up. It's the color red for today. Yesterday's color was the color red as well. Well, what are you guys having for lunch on today? What are you having for lunch on today? I bet whatever it is, it's going to be really good and delicious. I love noodles and fruit. Shakana, make sure you eat all of your lunch. Let's get started with our story. Minnie Red Riding Hood. Story time. Minnie Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a kind-hearted girl. Let's turn the music down just a tad bit more. Once upon a time, there was a kind-hearted girl who was loved by all who she knew. Her grandmother had made her a cape of red wool as a gift. The girl wore it so often that her family and her friends began to call her Minnie Red Riding Hood. Minnie Red Riding Hood. I love that color red. It's a beautiful color. One day, Minnie Red Riding Hood baked a batch of oatmeal cookies for her dear grandmother, who had a really bad cold. She placed them neatly in a tin. Grandmother would like these super strong cinnamon cough drops too, said Minnie, packing a second tin. Then she put on her red riding hood, tucked her tins into a basket, and set off to see her grandmother. There she goes, putting the cookies and the cough drops in a tin for grandmother. The way grandmother's house went right through the center of the village. Hello, Minnie Red Riding Hood, called out a friendly shopkeeper. Good morning, said the apple seller. Minnie Red Riding Hood loved greeting the village folks as she walked down the main street. But she was not happy when she ran into Oh my goodness. Who is she gonna run into? It's story time. Story time with Miss. She'll read to you, sing to you, tell you all just what to do. Big Bad Pete. Oh my goodness. She ran into Big Bad Pete. The village Minnie. Hello, Red, he sneered. What's in your basket? Well, sir, said Minnie politely, I'm taking cookies to my grandmother. She has a really, really bad cold. Big Bad Pete's mouth began to water. He loved cookies. Minnie did not like the look on his face. I must be going. Goodbye, she called. As Minnie walked away, Big Bad Pete hurried off along another path that also led to... There is Mr. Big Bad Pete. Whoa, he looks really scary. Be careful, Minnie. Say to you, tell you all just what to do. Grandmother's house as she sneaked up the front walk. Big Bad Pete spotted Grandmother's watch hanging out on the dry on the clothesline. He said, coming up with a crafty plan. Minutes later, Minnie Red Riding Hood skipped up the walk towards Grandmother's front door. Before the girl could knock, Big Bad Pete jumped out from a bush disguised as Grandmother's clothing. Oh, hello, Minnie Red Riding Hood. Squeaky, squeaky. Big Bad Pete trying to sound like the old lady. Have you come to pay me a visit? Why, yes, Minnie Red Riding Hood stammered. Grandmother's cold must be very, very bad indeed. She looks awful. Be careful, Minnie. I think that's Mr. Big Bad Pete. I don't think that's Grandmother. Her voice is much more softer. She'll read to you. The girl looked closely. Oh, Grandmother, she said, what big ears you have. All the better to hear you with, my dear. Big Bad Pete squeaked sweetly. And what big eyes you have, said the girl. Big Bad Pete crept closer. All better to see you with, my dear. Hello, Royce. Hello, Miss Nisha. And what big teeth you have, Minnie exclaimed. Big Bad Pete moved even closer. All together, all the better to eat those cookies with, my dear, he shouted. Mr. Big Bad Pete tried to change his voice as if he was Grandmother. Oh my goodness. Hello, Royce. How are you today, Royce? I hope you're having awesome weather on today. Suddenly, Big Bad Pete snatched the tin out of Minnie Red's Riding Hood basket and threw it off his disguise. Aha! Aha! He laughed wickedly. Ha 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 ha! I tricked you. Now those cookies are all mine. As Minnie Red Riding Hood looked on, Big Bad Pete tore the cover off the tin, threw his neck back, and emptied its entire contents into his mouth. Too bad for Big Bad Pete. There he goes, snatched the tin can and about to scuffle everything in the can into his mouth. Be careful, Minnie. You're gonna be okay. Read to you, sing to you, tell you just what to do. It was the wrong 10. Those cinnamon cough drops were super strong. That Big Bad Pete's face turned bright pink and his eyes grew really large. His whole mouth and throat felt like they were on fire. Water, water, he gasped as he stumbled down the front walk. Just then, Minnie Red Riding Hood's grandmother opened the front door. There he goes. Look how pink he turned from those super hot cough drops. Oh, Mr. Big Bad Pete, that's what you get. You did a naughty thing. Those was for grandmother. All you had to do is ask. Don't be so mean. Oh, hello, dear grandmother. How sweet of you to visit. I've brought you cookies, grandmother, said the girl. How delightful. Let's go inside. I'll make some cinnamon tea, said grandmother. Minnie Red Riding Hood spent a very pleasant afternoon with her grandmother. And that meanie Big Bad Pete. There goes Mr. Big Bad Pete running off. There's grandmother. She looks well. Get well, Granny. We don't want you sick. You have some delicious cookies what Miss Minnie made for you. Minnie Red Riding Hood spent the pleasant afternoon with her grandmother and that mean Big Bad Pete spent an awful afternoon with a super hot cinnamon throat. I'll never scare anyone again, he said, and no more of Minnie Red Riding Hood cookies for me. There he goes, gulping up all the water. He needed all the water he can get because he eaten all of those cinnamon hot cough drops. That was an awesome story. Wow. The end. I enjoyed reading you guys a story on today. Remember, if you have something, if you're trying to get something that's not yours, don't do that because you don't know what it is. Don't go into your mom's or your dad's or nana's or TT's or cousin's stuff because guess what? That stuff could be very dangerous or it could be really harmful for you. So don't take or eat nothing that doesn't belong to you. If it has not been offered to you, make sure it's offered to you. Don't just go and take. It could be medicine. It could be anything. So make sure, you guys, that's a part of practicing safety first as well. If you guys are not feeling well, remember, always let mom and dad know that you're not feeling well, and they will take really good care of you. Don't go in the medicine cabinet and don't touch nothing that doesn't belong to you. Just like Mr. Big Bad Pete in our story on today, he taking Granny's super hot cinnamon cough drops. Don't you guys try that. Always make sure whenever you're given medicine that it is administered by an adult. And when you're out and about playing with your friends and you come inside or you're playing with that favorite toy, make sure you are washing and sanitizing your hands at all times. Make sure you're still practicing safety first at all times. And when you're out and about, it's imperative that you wear your mask. We are still practicing safety first. So if you are giving your mask to wear, make sure you are wearing your mask at all times and you don't take it off unless you are told to. Make sure you are always wearing your mask. I enjoyed reading you guys a story on today. Tomorrow is Wednesday. On Wednesday we read our Christian books on Wednesdays. Don't forget, share story time with your family and friends, and make sure you guys are going over and subscribing to our Storytime YouTube channel. Our Storytime YouTube channel. I enjoyed you guys on today. If you are not smiling on today, I hope once you see Miss Minnie's and Miss Storytime smile that you are smiling on today. And don't forget, Saturday we're doing our celebration party of 1,000 followers on Storytime. I will be posting that event. Take care, guys. Remember, if you're not smiling on today, I hope once you see Miss Doris' smile that you are smiling.